morning, y'all. I figured I would talk to y'all on my way home again. So, I hope everybody's doing well and just had a good holiday season. Hope everybody put Jesus first this year, and I don't know, I guess it's a new year, huh? So I guess, let's see, where do I want to start? I want to talk about spiritual attack and what that can look like. People that are not Christian and maybe on the outside and see us go through things, they don't understand, right? So me and my family went through something this past weekend. I'm gonna get a drink, y'all. We went through something this past weekend that really was uncalled for. It was something that should have never got as big as it did, but it shook our family because of not knowing. Y'all have a big semi truck beside me. They probably think I'm crazy talking to myself or something, but it really shook us to our core. And you know, my husband is the breadwinner for the family, and then we have at home our two younger teenage children, and then our older daughter, she has a baby, you know, our grandbaby lives with us. So my husband is the breadwinner for us all, and some things happened, and we wasn't sure when he was going to get back to work. We wasn't sure when things were going to get back to normal. And in that period of waiting, it was so hard because the very first emotion, for some reason, the very first emotion I had in this was anger. And my anger was toward God because I did not understand, and I'm not proud that that was my emotion, but you know, we see so many people trying to act like they have it all together, and I just want to be real. I want to see real people struggling with real things, real Christians struggling with real emotions, you know. So I was angry in this, and I really feel like it was fueled from fear. I was scared. I had anxiety because it was something that we did not see coming. It was we did not know the answers. We did not have any answers. And so, you know, I had to be like, okay, me being angry with God is going to do nothing good. I mean, that is not going to do anything good. So I've got to, let me try to turn y'all a little bit. I hope y'all can see me okay. I've got to get this under the blood of Jesus. I've got to pray through this. So I was praying, and I prayed also not to put my husband above God. Like, Lord, please, you know, don't let me have anybody above you. And in this, we went through about 3 days of this spiritual attack. In this, I slowly seen my attitude changing from anger to, God, I need you to move in this. God, I need you to hold me up. God, I need you to see me and my family through. God, we need your strength. So, you know, just in a few hours of praying and laying that anger down and repenting of being angry with God, already my attitude, if I could talk, my mouth is froze, y'all. It's cold, but my attitude was changing to more of a cry for help, right? Because I was realizing, you know, maybe we've been trying to juggle too many things, and it's overwhelming because we're human, and God can do what we can't do. God can go where we can't go. And when our strength is running down, running out, God doesn't tire. Thank the Lord. So, as it kept progressing, I kept seeing God's hand. Things kept changing in me. And even my husband will comment, you seem happier with me. Well, I guess that we hear that you never know, that you're not promised tomorrow. We read that in the Bible. But when you are hit with a spiritual battle to the magnitude we were hit with, and you realized just how out of control things can get really quickly, and that all you can depend on, the only person you can run to, the only glue that can really truly hold you together is God. And that's why I don't understand how I made it all those years not serving Him, or how others made it all those years not serving Him, because I can't imagine that now. I just really can't. So anyways, so it went on, carried on, and you know, time seems to stand still when you really need the answers, and you're hungry for the answers, and you're striving for the answers, and you're searching for the answers, and they just aren't there. And you know, it just finally got to this point of I gotta put positive in. So I'm reading my Bible, I'm praying, I'm watching the War Room, like and I don't watch movies. I'm too hyper to sit and watch a whole movie. But I'm just putting all this faith-based stuff in. Well, I just felt, this is probably the third day when things started really changing. I just felt it in my spirit. I said, today is the day. Today is the day for answers. Today is the day that this situation, that God is going to really turn this situation around. And lo and behold, I started feeling it that night. I claimed it that morning. And I stood on God's promises, because as His children, it is totally okay to stand up in boldness and in faith and to speak things into existence, especially when we feel it in our spirit. And that day, answers came. That day, situation turned around. God flipped around what the devil meant for our bad, and God turned it around for our good. I mean, I was prepared to go to the ends of the earth, to fight this, to fix this, to see this through. But God showed up. When we let go, we gave Him the reins. We said, God, we cannot do this without you. And in this period, you know, one thing I didn't say is, if you've been married, in this period, me and my husband were in two different places. He was not home at the time, this 3 days. So it was him praying where he was, and me praying where I was, me trying to hold everything together at home, him just trying to pray and hold on and see things through. And so when we're married, we tend to lean on our spouse. But what I learned through this is that we have to put God first, because in certain situations, in many situations, and when spiritual attack comes, we need God. And I don't care if everything's going good. I don't care if everything's getting rocky. I don't care if everything's falling apart. In the head, the center, and the tail, I need God first. And honestly, that's the answer and the key to a marriage that actually lasts, is having God at the head and center and tail of everything, right? So that day, the situation turned around. So I guess the point of this video, and to say that I'm left with anxiety, is an understatement. I was already an anxiety-ridden person. I know God can heal that. I know that God doesn't want us to live that way. I understand that. But for some reason, it's a weakness of mine, and I trust God for healing. But until He does heal me, it's there. And this has caused so much more anxiety on top of that. So yes, the situation turned around. Yes, God's seen it through. God's seen us through. But I'm still in that battle. I'm left with these unsettling emotions, and that I'm still having to work through, and that me and God are still having to work through, and that me and my husband, we're just so thankful that God turned up in that situation. And no, guys, we weren't separated or anything like that. It wasn't anything like that. Like nothing marital in between us. It's just one of those things. So the point of this is, if you're going through it, if you're married, if you're not married, whatever your situation is, maybe you've been trying to handle it on your own and you don't even realize it, because I didn't. Maybe you've been trying to juggle too many things and God's just trying to get your attention. Maybe it's, maybe we should be thankful for the spiritual attack that actually brought to our attention the things that, that we have been trying to control everything. That we have been trying to build this house of cards. You can only build a house of cards so big before it's going to topple down. And, get my inhaler, guys. But, it's that time of year. Just giving it to God. So today, whoever needs to hear this, maybe you need to just stop trying to hold that house of cards by yourself. Let it go. And let God control the situation. Because He can do what we can't do. And when we are out of patience, when we are out of faith, when we are out of strength, He can go before us and really clear the way for us. So just, give it to Him. Give it to God. Let go of whatever negative emotions you're holding on to and surrender everything to God and watch Him turn your situation around. Guys, if y'all need prayer, please post in the comments section, and I will definitely, me and my husband will pray over those requests. If y'all would just keep us and our family in prayer, we appreciate it. Guys, it is trafficy out here today. I'm gonna hop off of here. Pray everybody has a blessed day, a safe day, and just remember what I said. Lay your pride down, lay your anger down, whatever it is, and trust God. Y'all take care. Love y'all.